looks like we're going live. Okay, we're good. So here's what I got. I've had some questions about how you pay installers. Here's a plan that I really like, and it's a piece rate plan for installers. So basically, you've listed what we've got listed here is the equipment, any new ductwork, aero seal, any other comfort package items you put in here, extra installation items required, duct mini splits, any insulation, and extended hours. Understand that any of this stuff here can be retyped over and you can make it your own. So this is just one that I've created for y'all, and so just understand it. It's customized. Okay, you can come in here and customize it, and then put the number of hours you believe it should take to put in an 80% furnace. I'm just throwing numbers in here. Hey, I'm a plumber, so don't use my numbers. Use yours. Okay, it'd probably take me more than 4 hours. I'm just thinking it should take no more than 4 hours. Anyway, so as you go down through here, these boxes, I'll show you what these boxes mean down the road. But for right now, just insert all your stuff for new equipment and your items, and you can basically change any of these. Okay, and then make sure you put your hours in of how long it's going to take to do that. Because here's what happened. This is piece rate for, look down here at the bottom, for a installer's pay, the lead installer, for an apprentice 2 or an apprentice 3, depending on who you have on the job. So how I have that set up here is they're all getting credit for the same amount of time it takes to put that in, but they're being paid a different rate. So the lead installer is going to get $33, and I'm making numbers up here. Okay, so put in your numbers that you pay your lead installer per hour, and then your apprentice. I got 3 apprentices here. Maybe this is a green guy, second tier, and then a pretty decent installer that's shown his mustard. You know, you pay him more, right? Because his career path is to be a lead installer at some point. So that's how this is all broken down. So based off of what type of apprentice and what type of install crew you got, you've got that pay structure in here. To show you what that means is I've just created a job, and I've went through, basically the install manager has gone through the job saying, okay, we're putting this in, or the install coordinator saying, we're putting this in, we're putting this in, putting this in, and all this information is going to come from the salesman. So I just check these 3 boxes basically. So you're getting $165, you're getting $1650, you're getting $24.75, and then for the successful installation, you get $25. So that's checked down here too. So your total pay for this job is going to be $231.29. If I happen to check a box because you needed to put in I guess a chimney vent, whatever the heck that is, all right, you get $850 for doing that. You got to put in the liner, okay? You get $49.50 for doing that, and that'll just change what you're getting paid down here. So basically, you're paying them based off of piecework for your installers. And what's nice is whatever the apprentice, it automatically populates over here for the apprentice as well. He's just paid at a different rate. Apprentice 1 is, apprentice 2 is, and apprentice 3 is. So 3 being, I guess apprentice 1 is being the top guy. Guess that's how I had it figured out. Yeah, he's the top guy. So yeah, that all works out well. So anyway, this is just a quick and easy way to pay for piece rate. Now, it doesn't bypass the federal 7I law. So you got to make sure that if they're putting in, they have a base pay. You have to stipulate a base pay under the federal 7I law. And as long as this piece rate is paying more than the federal 7I law base pay that you've stated, you're copacetic. So I always had my base pay rate for the company at minimum wage. So as long as this is above minimum wage, you're copacetic. Okay? As long as you pay, this is more than the hours put in on the job times time and a half for overtime is more than the company stated base pay, then you should be copacetic. Okay? And so, also you can put in the customer's name. Where I got the customer's name at? Where I put that in at? Did I put that in here? Yeah. So on the installer's pay, you put in the customer's name or the lead installer, and then Mrs. Jones. And so this is what the technician is going to check off. It's going to be a piece of paper. It could be on a tablet. But the tech is going to check this off that this is what he did on the job, and hopefully that's what matches the salesman, what he bid on the job as well, right? So it's a check and balance to see what we sold based off of what we bid. So he's going to have this copy. Actually, this is filled out by the install coordinator. I apologize. This is filled out by the install coordinator. Tells the installer what he's getting done. He's got to agree to it. Okay, and I'd have him sign this piece of paper when he turned it in. I didn't put a signature place down here, but I'd have him do that, saying, okay, I did this. All right. So hopefully, I've had a lot of questions about that lately. How do you do piece rate for install crews?